Hey collective, it's Anne Marie. Hope you all are doing well and you're having a good start to your week. I thought we'd pull some cards and get some messages of clarity. We're kind of getting a little late start today. I felt I felt off today. I felt like I was being attacked a little bit or something was off. I noticed I was more irritable than usual today, which isn't really much. And then I came home and I have some identifying factors that tell me that I am being attacked, and I checked all the boxes off. I was like, okay, this is how I'm feeling it today. So I literally smoked out the whole house. I cleansed the whole fucking house. I smudged it, and then I followed up with my own special burning stuff that I burn to replace the negative energy, because after you burn to remove negative energy out of your home, don't forget you have to replace it. And so I replaced it. I did some singing bowls and some bells, and I did like a 45-minute meditation. And so I'm feeling a lot better. Want me to pull some cards? What do the threads of karma want us to know? What does the threads of karma want us to know? Thank you to my high vibrating ancestors, spirit guides, divine beings, and source of light energy. Will you please get some messages of clarity for the collective? Thank you, ancestors, spirit guides. What are some messages from the collective? So, yeah, quite a few messages here. We'll see. So, the first one we have, there's a sunset and a gentleman that is, the birds are flying behind him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birds. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness isn't for others. It's for you. Free yourself from guilt and shame. That's interesting. Last week I did an amazing message, I have to say, about guilt and shame and forgiveness. And this card just pulled the whole message together. Even though in the message, if you didn't see it, I'm not going to go into it. I talked about you don't have to forgive people, but the resentment that may be weighing you down. So anyways, and this woman is looking to a pond, and her reflection is in the water there. See the karmic reflection. Every person you meet reflects something within yourself. Every person you meet reflects something within yourself. That's why I always believe we don't meet people by accidents. There's always a purpose and a lesson in it. Learn from what they mirror back to you. So what are the people around you mirroring? Also, okay, before we go any further, I'm getting this message. I need to speak it so I don't lose it. Taking a look back at times, certain people you may have felt triggered or irritated or whatever by other people. This is about forgiving yourself for this. And you may have, in a different version of yourself, not responded in the best ways in response to a situation or people. Not realizing at the time that it was something being reflected to you that you needed to heal within yourself. That's deep. And it's forgiving yourself for those things. It's like, to make it simple, you didn't know any better. You didn't realize that, well, one, you were responding from a traumatic background or whatever, from things you haven't healed. But this is forgiving yourself for not recognizing that people reflect back to us areas in our life that we need to heal. And I say that because the third card also, I just realized this, heal the attachment wound. Your worth is not tied to being needed. Let go of proving your value. Just be. Let me just make sure. I'm struggling here. Or I struggle. Your worth is not tied to being needed. Let go of proving your value. Just be. And there's all these stones in this bag. And there's like a like a reward, when someone gets a reward or something, not a reward, but an award. It's like a ribbon, sorry. Loved, excellent, amazing, useful. So there was the attachment wound that you had to somebody in the past, or someone, a caregiver or somebody created you to have an attachment wound. If you fall into relationships really quickly, or you fall in love really quickly, or you become friends with people really quickly, or you word vomit, or you share too much information. I should say too much, but it wastes our energy when we just overshare too much, just like overgiving. So this may be, if you haven't recognized yet, may look at the attachment wound that you may have. How was this in relation to the karmic reflection? Realizing that a lot of the people that you may have been in connection with, if this attachment wound applies, or you can apply any other type of attachment, type of wound, abandonment wound, and they were reflecting back to you the karmic ties that you had with them and the wounds that you had to heal about the attachment. It may have been a codependent relationship, is what I just heard as well. This message is all about forgiving yourself, though. It's not about focusing on the wounding. Now, if the wound needs to be healed, then yes, focus on it, right? Not focusing on the wounding itself or the person who did the wounding, but seeing that it's a karmic reflection of things in yourself that need to be healed, and to also forgive yourself so you can be free. It's almost like he's letting these birds go, even though the birds are in the background. And I love how these cards are amazing. This guy's kind of looking into the sunset with his eyes closed. This guy is on some railroad tracks. Like sitting at the side of some, like a train. Step into divine timing. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Trust the delays. They are aligning your path. See another train in the background there. And then it's important for you to trust in divine timing, because you're getting ready to awaken this power within you. By healing these wounds, or just having the realization and forgiving yourself that a lot of these past people in your life were reflections of different wounding that you had. If they triggered certain wounds in you, it was a sign for you to heal that wound. Like I said, if it was like an abandonment wound, if you were always in connections with people who were emotionally unavailable to you, or weren't emotionally intelligent, and they wouldn't follow through, like their things weren't matching up, and they didn't show up for you, that continued the cycle of abandonment wounding, or feeling abandonment. When in fact this person was actually, the purpose for this person in your life was to reflect back to you that you had this abandonment wound. Everybody plays a part in our life. They are reflections of areas in our life, for some of us at different times, areas that we need to heal and grow. If someone triggers you, or someone always irritates you, that's a key sign for you to look at. What is it about this person about this person reminds me of myself? This person reminds me of something about myself that I don't want to look at, or heal from. Sorry, it's been a long day. Awaken your power. You are more powerful than you realize. You are. I tell you that all the time. You have so much power. You don't even realize it. Awaken to your true strength and step into your potential. Right. There's no more of these wounds that keep us sick and stuck. It's time to forgive ourselves and recognize that everything is happening in your favor, for your favor, but in divine timing. Until those things happen, there's purpose in the journey, the lessons we're supposed to learn in the journey before we get to whatever it is that we want, or for our manifestations to come in. There's a lot of healing and growth that's supposed to come during our journey. It's not just about the end game. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy.